I didn't have any kind of welcome.
Hi, welcome to the channel.
You can do the thing.
I'm Lauren the Russian Fox.
Ew. I'm not literally a fox, though.
I know I'm not literally a fox. It's very obvious.
Okay, you say so. Nice face.
Your face. So we figured we would read Am I the A-hole? And this one was that the family forgot that he was a father, apparently.
You forgot about me.
This is a guy reading it. You should read it.
No.
Read it.
No.
Do it in your man voice.
No, because then I won't be able to genuinely react to it. I have to hear it to react.
So literally, both kids and my wife, all who were reminded repeatedly over the last week, forgot Sunday was Father's Day. No anything. Literally F all. My wife, after being asked the next day, admitted she remembered, but not until 2 hours before I went to my third shift job. And when she remembered, she admitted she texted her stepdad, but chose to say nothing to me.
This stupid. This stupid.
Classy broad.
Seriously. Kids still haven't said anything. I'm ticked. Effing livid. And I'm now not speaking to any of them.
Nope, not talking to you.
Okay, that was kind of a womanly response, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
For reference, my kids are 18 and 21, and I've been married to their mother for 22 years. And I've never,
His kids, hopefully.
I would assume, he says mine, and I've never forgot any of their days. Birthdays, Mother's Day, which I despise because of its proximity to my own birthday,
Makes sense.
resentment there, and the way my parents used it to essentially tell me I didn't deserve a birthday celebration my whole childhood.
No cake, there's no ice cream. Happy birthday.
Am I the a-hole? Kids and wife are certain I am, and I should apologize. I'm sorry.
A-hole for what?
For, I don't know, throwing his temper tantrum?
For giving them the silent treatment? That's...
Oh, right. The silent treatment.
Okay.
Is he a chatty dad, so his silent treatment was actually a punishment?
I mean, I feel like the proper response to not being told, her knowing that and not saying anything 2 hours before you leave, like, yeah, well, you're a piece of crap, so you suck. Thanks a lot. Have fun staying with that while I go to work.
Well, see, there's a lot missing here because we don't know if celebrations are a big deal in their family, period. I mean, it is a jerk move for them not to say anything at all.
And it was a real jerk move.
Well, I mean, she knew it was, but chose not to.
Well, no, it says she forgot.
She said she admitted she remembered.
Until 2 hours before she left for her,
Oh.
and she admitted she texted her stepdad.
She admitted she remembered. Oh, but not until 2 hours.
But chose to say nothing to me.
When did she text? Did she text her stepdad?
It's
2 hours before he went to work too.
I mean, I don't know. I think that the fact that it wasn't mentioned at all is a totally jerk move. I mean, honestly, I feel like Father's Day is one of the easiest holidays to celebrate because you genuinely, like, as a woman, have very little you have like to put effort into because men are very appreciative of the thank yous and don't spend their money and give them a little something, and they're into it, buy them a cook them dinner.
King in the castle, king in the castle.
I mean, it's kind of what you do every day anyhow.
Yeah.
So
his wife's a good woman.
Let's see what the rest of Reddit said.
I mean, I'm feeling like not the a-hole, but
I got a bag of Swiss chocolate hearts from my wife. If you come over, I share with you the hearts, not my wife.
Glad he clarified. That would have been awkward.
I love that you specified. Wait, they want you to apologize for what? Since everyone is assuming it's because OP is an a-hole that threw a temper tantrum, let me offer an alternative and equally plausible reason. OP has an emotional need that was not met, feeling honored and appreciated one day out of the year.
Hard is that? Ain't hard, dog. It's not hard at all.
This is the exact reason his family wants him to apologize, for the inconvenience of having feelings. The responses in this thread demonstrate that we as a society pay lip service to wanting men to open up more emotionally and be more vulnerable.
And all I'd hear in the back of my head is, "What are you, a fag?"
and we don't actually mean it because we somehow forgot that it takes emotional energy to engage with anyone.
Here, you know what? I've been even better. Is if we went to leave, and she's like,
talking to them the next day, like, oh yeah, I remember, but just not until right before you went to work.
"That's all right." All the women that I truly care about and love me, they made sure to wish me Happy Father's Day.
How dare you?
Yeah, stew on that.
That could be either a very clever response or a really sad one. No women in
Well,
his
but
life said anything.
the assumption would be that he did have women in his life that said that to him.
But if it were you and me, I'd assume your mother, and that's about it. So
Your mom?
And obviously, she would love me and care about me more than you did.
Better than being alone, I guess.
but I'm kind of like this guy in that aspect that I like holidays to be noticed and such. So I might forget it's coming up, but I wouldn't forget the day.
An elephant never forgets.
Like your birthday for like a year, or you forgot how old you were.
Oh, me?
That's different.
Oh, okay.
That's not remembering a number versus this is a day I'm supposed to do something significant for someone.
So yeah, there's that.
Let's see. The other thing this person said was to give an example of creating a safe space for the father to feel comfortable being vulnerable.
Comfy?
It would look something like father feels hurt that no one remembered Father's Day, but is unsure that he has a safe space with his family, so he stays silent, since expressing any negative feelings may only result in victim blaming and making the situation worse, which is what happens in an unsafe space.
The foyer is a safe space.
I'm annoyed by this whole response already. I'd be mad at this response if she was like, we need to remember that he needs to have a safe space. Like, yeah, you need a safe space from the whooping y'all about to get if you keep talking like this. Because,
I mean,
gross.
the only thing I can say in difference to that is that women do often complain that men aren't opening up, and then in this instance, like, maybe he's tried to open up over the years and it hasn't worked. So I feel like that's what they mean by safe space. I know it's like a trigger word and all for you, but
It's his trigger word.
His trigger word?
Dumb word.
meaning that he doesn't feel comfortable sharing. So family notices that he's not talking rather than demanding an apology for silent treatment. Others have said this is emotional abuse.
Emotional, damn it!
They say, hey, I noticed you're not talkative today. Is something bothering you? Father says, yes, I can't believe everyone forgot Father's Day. It's the one day where I hope someone feels nice enough to make me feel appreciated for all I do. Family, wife, or whoever apologizes and says, you're absolutely right. We're so sorry for forgetting.
I apologize for thinking any of you cared about me and, remembered a special day for me. I'm sorry that I thought you were capable of handling that. I forgive you for all being dumb. It's my burden to bear.
It's my burden to bear.
Problem solved. Man was vulnerable because he knew his feelings matter. People, and I apparently have to stress that this includes men, will not be vulnerable unless they feel safe. Ask yourself one honest question. Do you think OP feels emotionally safe with his family?
You should always be safe in thinking that you can tell everyone exactly how you feel. Don't hold back. Let them have it.
Hey man, you're not an a-hole, but it does sound like you're pretty triggered. Not like in a haha triggered, but in a this seems to have touched on a deep formative wound and you're hurting a lot more than you should or deserve to be.
Disrespected.
You're not a kid anymore, man, but the tone of this post is very childish. It sounds like the little goober that lives inside dad might need some love, even more than big dad on the
No,
outside.
homeboy's disrespected. He's working third shift, which I have to imagine would suck a giant fat one.
Terrible burden for a warrior to bear.
Like, just be horrible. And
I mean, but he did bring up, like, why would you bring up the fact that Mother's Day was the reason why they made an excuse they didn't have to celebrate your birthday?
'cause his
Like, is it
parents
on
suck,
Mother's
too?
Day?
No, well, apparently it's close enough.
And
that
is Mother's Day Mother's Day is the same day every month.
That
My gosh, same day every year,
so
but
once
his
every
birthday wouldn't be.
once every 7 years. He clearly feels pretty disrespected by him working third shift, so he doesn't get to spend a lot of time with his family. So he's busting his butt doing all this stuff, and they're like,
I'm
mean, it's all right. Like, overrated as in my opinion. I mean, and you know what though? That's typically how the bullshit goes. You feel me?
Oh yeah, we were gonna think of you, but we just forgot.
Well,
It's like,
it doesn't even say that the kids even remembered.
right. Well, I'm saying everyone forgot. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you guys couldn't be bothered to recognize the one person in this household that's giving you everything in this household.
No respect at all.
So sorry, the
Sounds like you'd be
inconvenience.
pretty upset if we forgot your Father's Day
Flip a
too.
fucking table.
On the table! Smash! Crack! No!
Okay. Good thing that's never happened. All right,
And
let's
that's why it never will.
Ow. Why would you
Got it.
poke me in the ear?
Why wouldn't I? This doesn't even make sense. Why you'd even ask that question.